well. So now, welcome. Thank you for participating and attempting to get a reading here. So let me go ahead and give you some signs and symbols that I get from Steve. I mean, if that works for you. So here we go. So one thing he tells me is it's almost like he passed with something underlying medical, and whatever he ends up passing from is like of the upper body, it feels like. He tells me he's like a father figure. And then he tells me that his health almost like went down in steps here, is what I would say. It's like it goes down in steps, like one thing after another after another. It's almost like a deterioration. He talks about like his feet, or maybe it being hard to walk as well, but not that he completely lost the ability. But is this like a father figure for you, my dear? And she's like, yes. Who is this to you? I'm very curious. I'm very curious. I gotta know. All right. He's very sure about this. He keeps showing me something about his feet or his shoes or something like this. I have two Steves. Okay, which one? Well, then you know which one we're talking about. Does this make sense for one of them? One is Aunt Steve, and the other is grandfather. This one additionally tells me we have something that he wears, or something that we wear in honor of his memory. Like you could have his clothes, you could have ashes. Okay, Papa. So I'm assuming this is Grandpa. Total assumptions here. Whoop. I know, I feel like I write so much sometimes. It's not all going to be able to fit in one camera space. She's like, yes, it's Papa. How did he end up passing? I gotta know. And what do you have of his? It's gotta be something underlying medical. But look, he talks about his, and while she's describing how he ends up passing, he's talking about his upper body at the beginning with like those pains that he had given me, and then he's also bringing up his feet, so upper body and lower body. It's almost like there was like this deterioration of some sort, you know? Oof, I'm on the edge of my seat for this one. Edge of my seat for this one. Tell me. And then Crystal, we're definitely going to get to you right after this. I promise you, my love. We're waiting for Amada to let us know. Oh, and then while you are still going, and not to interrupt your messaging, but he says that you've been having dreams of him since you've ended up passing. No, I forget who I'm talking to, excuse me. You've had dreams of him since he's ended up passing. I think was medical issues. He passed at home and he had horrible sores on his feet, and she said she has a bunch of pictures of him. And then he talks about like repeating numbers on the clock that you may get in honor of his, you may get for his memory as well. So dreams, 1111, and he had horrible sores on his feet, oh my gosh, and a bunch of medical issues. And then that one person you were looking to talk to, that Cody guy, tells me he has suddenly, unexpectedly, and takes partial responsibility for the way he ends up passing, by the way. Just to squeeze two people in really fast, you know? How does that sound? Does that resonate? I know it was quick. Would love to know. Oh my gosh, this one has me at the very edge of my seat. Crystal, I've got ya. We're just waiting for a response from Amada, and we are on, because we're bringing in a whole different person. My bad. We just brought a second spirit in, no big deal. But hey, you know what? If they need to communicate, if they need to sit here and take responsibility, oh yes, oh man, I love him. Cody's 6-year passed on the 1st, so we just came up on an anniversary that resonated. He came in to say hi. He's at peace. I mean, I think that's a dang good message, that's for sure.